And we're live. Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Cooking with Carl. This time today, we are revisiting lemonade because I wanted to make something to drink, and the main course tonight I don't think is big enough to fill an entire stream. So I figured we'd revisit lemonade and try a couple different fruit juice additions. We're doing limeade, and we're also doing dreamberry. It's just like some brand's strawberry name because it's organic or whatever. But figured instead of just doing regular strawberry lemonade, we'd do it with some random organic crap so that we'll see if it tastes any better. Not that I have any control to compare it to. But in any case, let's get this show on the road. So, first things first, the lemonade. Let me move the camera a bit here so I can see me a little better. All right. And shed some light on the subject. Now, lemonade, you can use lemon juice out of the bottle. I'm not going to judge you for that, but I personally always prefer the freshly squeezed lemon juice. Pretty much in any recipe that I'm making. Again, the lemon juice from the bottle is fine if you want to do that, if that's what you got. Certainly an acceptable thing to do. So I found out last time 3.5 lemons makes a cup. A good like cup of lemonade. So what we're gonna do is we cut one in half, set that off to the side so I don't forget. So I got a bag of lemons, a bag of 7 lemons, and we're just gonna slice them in half like so. Last time I forgot to set up one of the other ones aside, so I had the first batch made with 4 lemons and the second batch with 3. It was tragic, but we survived. Now make sure you're being safe with your knives, of course. Your knives, of course. When I'm chopping a lemon in half, if you're slicing something like this, there's a different way to do it. But I kind of like arch my hand like this. Put the knife under the arch, so that way I'm slicing downwards. Even if I slip, the knife's not going to go through my finger, which is the important part, not going through your finger. So I've got a juicer like this, luckily. These are nice. I like these. They've got this nice ribbed center thing to allow you to kind of squish all the juices out. If you don't have one, you can do something similar by squeezing like this and then kind of rolling it like that. I found that's one of the best ways to get all the juice out because citrusy. That's very blurry. Unfortunately, it doesn't have autofocus. Citruses have a bunch of little pods of juice inside them. Very juicy fruits, not the gum. But yeah, just press down, get it in there until you feel the point up against the point up against your finger. You can squeeze on the side, go around. That's getting the ribs put to work there, squeezing all the juices out. So basically what you want to do is kind of just squish your aim is to squish all the pulp up against the peel. So you can see like this, it's just all squished there. Hey, DF Julie, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're making lemonade and orange chicken. If you would like to follow along, not to worry, we will make two batches. So yeah, I'm doing well. Of course, you can check in the Discord for the ingredients. I don't know if y'all have exactly what you need, but I do this twice. Is this lunch or dinner? This is lunch. This is it is 12 o'clock here in the States. I realized I might have given you a wrong time. Usually the UK is 5 hours ahead of Eastern time zone, which is where I am. But we had daylight saving time literally last night. So it's the first day. It is now 4:12 here and 4 there. So, yeah, we're just juicing some lemons. Yeah, fair enough. I've had my fair share of UK viewers in the past, so UK-based viewers. So I got pretty good at doing the math. Didn't realize that it would be didn't realize that it would be daylight saving time. Have you ever had orange chicken? How popular is or present is orange chicken in the UK and or Norway? I've got I was kind of laughing because the recipe that I'm using, like the website that I found the recipe on, was like talking about the authentic Chinese dish. It's marketed as a Chinese dish. It's in actuality it was invented in America. No idea. Yeah, never heard of orange chicken. Okay, yeah. It's like an Americanized Chinese dish. Panda Express. Again, I'm not sure how popular Panda Express is, or existent at all. It's like a very Americanized Chinese food chain. So, like, think about Taco Bell for Mexican food. Panda Express is like the Taco Bell for Chinese. But yeah, basically, sweet and sour chicken. That's an actual Chinese dish. Imagine that, but instead of like the tomato flavor of sweet and sour sauce, orange instead. So it's like a sweet, orangey, glazed, fried chicken. So cut it in breaded fried chicken made into slathered with orange glaze. Usually served with rice. I didn't want to do that. That sounded like too much work today. I didn't want to have to deal with the rice because making rice, I would have just said, "Hey, put it in the rice cooker," which is not very educational or entertaining. There we go. Now I've always found that with these, this probably got more juice to get out. With these juicers, they always get clogged up pretty quickly. I've only got one half. Be right back. Let me just wash this off real quick. Let's try that again. So, where was I? Yeah, these clogged up, always seem to clog up, because the pulp is really almost made to clog these things up. You know, it's got all the cohesive properties of water, liquid, sticks to all the pulp. There we go. So that's that for that. One thing you can do with lemon peels is you can throw one down the garbage disposal and let it grind it up. It'll make it smell better, and the acids in there might help to break up some crud. So sometimes you kind of have to get in here and unclog these little holes that the juice is supposed to drain into. Oh. All right. So I've got this drink smoothie shaker thing. We're going to take our strain and we're going to pour the lemon juice into the shaker thing. There we go. Have I made this before? No, not from scratch. No. Yeah. Sometimes I do recipes that I have done before that I want to show my viewers. Sometimes I do recipes that I want that I've never done before. This was actually suggested by one of my viewers, my father actually, to make orange chicken from scratch before. And I think it'd be fun because usually what I usually get, you know, homemade orange chicken, it's like a box of pre-breaded and fried chicken that you put in the oven and heat up, and then you just warm up the pre-made orange glaze and just spread it over. spread it over the chicken, and that's it. But this time I was like, okay, let's see if I can't make it myself. Hold on, I'm just rinsing all the pulp off the strainer. You always want to rinse the strainer off like immediately, because if you don't, the pulp will start drying and sticking to the strainer, and it gets all in there, and it's just a pain in the butt to clean. So you want to clean it off real quick. Okay, so now we've got, as you can see, lemon juice, pure lemon juice. But if you're a forgetful idiot like me, you'll forget that we're adding a lime. So I made lemon juice a few times ago. We added raspberries to one and blackberries to the other. So I figured this recipe, usually I make two things, but this recipe was like a weird halfway like. Oh, that's hard to squish. Halfway, like I don't think it was. It's like 1.5 times the length of a regular recipe I do. So I wanted to just do lemonade again. And I know, like, knowing how it'll be quicker. And then just add new fruit to it, and we'll see. This time we're making lemon or lime lemonade, lemon limeade. And we're also making limes are tougher. We're also making dreamberry lemonade. I'm pretty sure they're just strawberries that are organically grown. They're calling dreamberries. Woo, cooking time. Welcome in, Captain Ultros. How you doing? Oh, the other day I was watching a YouTube video on chess, and I happened to see one of the commenters like profile pics, and I was like, where have I seen that before? And it was your profile pic on Discord, but instead of a human in wearing a hood, it was a bear, or vice versa. So I don't know where yours is from, but I thought that was weird. That it was the exact same thing except it was a bear or a human. Are you a human? One of them's a human, one of them's a bear. But yes, how you doing on this fine day? Ugh. We're making lime lemonade. There we go. Getting the lime juice out. Come on there. Go on. Get in there. Well, I'm gonna grab the strainer again. Because you don't really want pulpy lemonade. I mean, if you do want the pulpy lemonade, that's fine. You edited it. Okay, that makes sense. I forgot. I was gonna get fancy. I was going to make I was going to cut a slice out of the lime, and I was like, "Don't forget to cut the slice out of the lime, Carl." But then I forgot to actually. I forgot to actually put the lime in, and I was gonna slice a lime out of it to make it really fancy for the camera. Because after I cook everything, I usually take a picture of it and post it up on my Instagram. Exclamation point is Instagram for anyone that is interested. Haha. I'll be here all week. Oh, it's Shiley and Hylian. Welcome in. Doing good, so wait, just have some lunch on your own. Good time of day, everyone. It's lunchtime. I've got a hair. I had a hair stuck in my teeth. How did I have a hair stuck in my teeth? I gotta go wash my hands now. course, I'm touching my gross headset, so. All right. And how are you doing, Shiley and Hylian? We've got the juice. You're observing and watching, might not be so active, but yeah, I'm here. Okay, thank you. That's because you're cooking this yourself, right? All right, but in any case, I don't think I've actually had anybody cook along, which is fine. But it would be interesting to see someone try one of my recipes, and hopefully, do it better. Daylight savings time is kicking your butt. Oh, I'm sorry. I deeply apologize. Okay, so we've got water. I don't have ratios of water to sugar. I'm going to be quite honest here. Usually when I look up a recipe, it says put this much lemon juice, put this much water, and put this much sugar. And add to taste. And so it's like, okay, well, why'd you give me amounts if I'm just adding to taste anyway? So instead what I do is stir this all up and then give it a taste. Now you want to be conservative with your amounts. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yeah, I can use some more sugar. And you don't want to add too much. Well, my reaction, I think, yeah. So, but here's the hard part. If it's too sour, you want to add sugar. If it's too strong, you want to add water. And the hard part is differentiating between the strength of the flavor and the sourness of the flavor. Because you want to sugar it. The universal base. Water is actually neutral. No, I'm being a smart aleck. Woo! You want to fight? Shiley and Hylian has been banned. I win. Except I'd never do that. I don't have the guts. Stirring it up. Yeah, I don't know. Lemon limeade. I've never really been a fan about lemon limeade. Lemon lime soda, sure. Lemon limeade, questionable. All right, let's take a taste. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Cough syrup, lemon limeade. Can we conserve the fact that I forgot to add a lime? I should not be cutting this towards me. There, look at that. Look at that. Looks like a leaf. There we go. So let's set this off. Yeah, we're getting fancy here. Say I was supposed to cut that out before I juiced it, so that was unjuiced and I could like put it on the top, but you know, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way. Never as actually a Hannah Montana fan. Well, there's some left, but you know. Ah. C'est la vie. That's the thing about live. Woohoo! Sour. That's good stuff. No, no, actually, it does taste pretty good. That's the thing about a live cooking show, right? Pre-done cooking show, or, you know, normally a live cooking show, they put the cake in the oven and they take the fully made cake out. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. If I'm mixing the batter, or if I'm pulling a cake out of the oven, I mix the batter on stream, live. Okay, so let's put that over here. All right, so that was a fun little warm up. I am so glad I found this pumpkin apron. Like, look at it. It's got pockets, which, I mean, are borderline useless, but whatever. But you know what? There you go. Very on brand. Yes, it was a gift from my sister. It was a pre-made template from Joann's Fabrics. All right, let's go set these aside for now. They will make an appearance when I do the strawberry lemonade, the dreamberry lemonade. I got the fancy apron. Real men wear frickin' aprons and pull it off like a champ. Anyway, what else we got? We have time for the orange chicken. So orange chicken, here's the funniest joke I've seen all week. It's titled the header is Chinese orange chicken made with crispy fried chicken covered in an authentic orange sauce. The ultimate Chinese orange chicken recipe, which is way better than takeout. Newsflash, orange chicken did not originate in China. It originated in America. I was looking into it, and while nobody's sure entirely, it's most certainly did not start off like, at least not the dish we know of today. That's like saying Taco Bell is Mexican food, authentic Mexican food. No, it's not. Okay. So, first up, we're gonna. Oh shoot, that's right. First thing we need is a cup of orange juice. Let me rinse this out real quick. I'm gonna get fresh orange juice as well. Apologize for the dead air, folks. But I suppose that's what happens when you have limited space and materials. Maybe one day when I'm a multi-million-dollar organization. Hey, thanks for the bits. Oh my god. Got the bits. Did that work? I have it covered up on my screen. Did y'all see that alert box? Yeah, you should have, right? Yeah. Yeah, I have it covered up with a recipe. So, thank you so much, Julie. I appreciate it. So, hey, Tony Gaming, trademark. Thank you for the confirmation. How you doing, Tony? What brings you to the stream today? You watching me bucking to watch someone make, oh shoot, some orange chicken and probably blunder a lot along the way? And by the way, Julie, you now have I believe, a 1-bit bits badge. Should be showing up by your name next time you chat. So we're juicing the orange by hand. We're not. This is 1 cup of orange juice, but we're not going to deal with orange juice from the carton. Like, come on, I'm making this live on stream. Eating your steak while watching, nice. So I'm going to assume you will not be making orange chicken along. But if you join the Discord, I do have the recipe posted there for whatever I'm making every week. Should be. What kind of steak? How do you like yours cooked? We don't want human with the chicken. Orange chicken? No, Shylane, it's called Hunan chicken, not human chicken. Come on now. Okay, I'm getting a little scared. I wanted a cup. I need a cup. I have another orange, but I'm hoping to God this is half a cup. Because I'm going to need a cup all, for both portions. We do 2 iterations of each recipe every day, so that if you come late, you may follow along yourself if you would like. You can get it from the beginning. Medium rare with asparagus and mashed potatoes. That's good. Medium rare, that is the highest tier of steak. Hey, Purple Shy, you found someone that has a beanie but isn't orange? What? Everyone knows that wearing a beanie is exclusively my brand and that they're copyright infringing if they're wearing a beanie. Welcome in, Purple Shy. How you doing? Number 1. You weren't saying that. Purple Shy's like, okay, Carl, let's be reasonable. Don't be putting words in people's mouths. All right, so we're making a half batch right now. We're making a half batch. What the heck is that emote? It's like a manga. Despair. Have a good stream. You heading out already? Well, thanks for stopping by. Tragic. Your face when you can't watch the entire Carl the Pumpkin Man stream. Game over Mario, man. Game over Mario. Okay. Let's get this strainer. This poor strainer has been seeing so much use today. I'm going to have to give it a raise after this stream. Thank you for the follow. Whomever this is. I assume that's Tony? Yes? I can hear it. Tony, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. We do this every week. Like I said, feel free to join the Discord, !Discord, or down below in the description in the Discord. If you are at all interested in either seeing what I'm going to make in advance, the follower emotes, suggesting what you would like to see me make. Maybe even following along yourself. All right, that should be a half a cup. I'm hoping it's a half a cup. Hoping beyond hope. Okay, so we're going to put medium pot, add the sugar or the orange juice. So we're making a half. Can't forget, we're making a half recipe. It's always fun working with really limited space, folks. Limited space and limited materials. I thought for sure 2 giant oranges, like this, and that had got to have a half a cup each, right? Apparently not. I should have erred on the side of caution. This is freaking tragic. And we don't even have any regular non-squeezed orange juice. So we might, or pre-squeezed orange juice in the fridge. We might just have, what should I do? I might just have to make the recipe. Should I just throw the pulp in there? You know what? Let's throw the pulp in there. We'll see. Nice and pulpy. Because it's all going to get mixed around anyway. It's not like you're drinking this stuff. So it's not going to mess with the texture too much, I should think. We'll see. That's closer to what I need. And the other thing you want to do is, you want to avoid is spilling it all over, like I almost freaking did. Anyway, put that. We'll take this. We'll put it in the sink. Knock the strawberries into the sink too, because I'm just that skilled. Holy cow. Messing with too many gooey peels. All right. Next up. Rinse your hands because they're covered in citrus juice. Absolutely covered. So, Tony, are you a frequenter of food and drink streams at all? All right, half a teaspoon. Orange juice, sugar. Half a cup of sugar. So that's actually a quarter cup of sugar. Itchy nose. Now we're making this for my father. The first batch goes to him. He is gluten-free, so we will be substituting regular flour with gluten-free all-purpose flour. No, not really. You're usually on YouTube watching a video. Oh. Well, I am flattered that you chose my stream over your usual activity. Here is my thing. Vinegar. How much vinegar do we need? A tablespoon of vinegar. But yeah, I do this at noon Eastern every Sunday. Schedule conflicts notwithstanding. So, if this is a regular thing, you can watch me cook while you eat, and you have the bonus thing of not needing to leave and go eat yourself because I'm making you hungry. A tablespoon of soy sauce. It says use tamari for gluten-free, but my father has La Choy, also gluten-free, I believe. I am not gluten-free, but he is. And then ginger. 1/8 of a teaspoon of ginger. Oh my god. Oh, it does go down to 1/8 of a teaspoon. Ginger. Ginger. All right, let's 1/8 of a teaspoon of this good stuff. Ah. Ginger Island. It's like playing Stardew Valley in real life. Stardew Valley in real life. Spaghetti. Ginger. All right. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, or 2 garlic cloves finely diced. Now, this is strange. I don't know why it would say finely dice a garlic clove when such things as garlic presses exist. I don't know if y'all are familiar with what a garlic press is, but here is a garlic press, right? It's like a hammer thing. There's holes in there. You put this in that and the other thing, and then you put this around, and then what it does is you squish it, and it presses all the garlic through. And you want to make sure you get all the stuff off that. Ooh. Piece of the garlic escaped. So then what's left, usually what the stuff you have left in there, it sucks to clean though, the garlic press. Yeah. You want to clean it immediately. Almost immediately. There. So I was kind of lazy. I didn't peel off, but you want to peel off a lot of the dry layers as you can. It makes it harder to squeeze through and all that good stuff. But yeah, that can happen when I'm doing the whole cooking thing. I usually try to clean things as I cook. Obviously, the sink's over there. I'm live. I'm not going to be doing that while I'm cooking. So we'll break for a bit in the middle. I'll clean off what I need to do to make a second thing, and then we'll come back. All right. So that's the garlic. Red chili flakes. 1/4 teaspoon of red chili flakes. I am not a fan of spice and chili flakes, so I'm not going to add a lot. Well, this is from my dad. He is. That's right. So I'll add the proper amount. I'm not going to measure it out, though. It's a 1/4 teaspoon. We'll just put a shake or two. This is not red chili flakes, actually. The recipe calls for red chili flakes, but this is crushed red pepper. Red chili flakes is like the stuff that you see at like Mancino, some pizza place, right? Boop, boop, boop. So we'll just put a few sprinklies in there. And we'll mix all that around. So this is going to be our sauce. We'll see if the fact that it's really pulpy messes with it. Again, I was like 2 oranges. That's got to have a cup of orange juice, right? Apparently not. 1 orange does not have a half cup. All right, so what am I going to do? Heat for 3 minutes. So that's the base of our orange sauce. This heat. Heat, what medium, high heat? Heat, hot heat? Okay. And then in a small bowl, whisk 1 tablespoon of cornstarch with 2 tablespoons of water. I'm probably going to need an even smaller bowl. Hold on, I'll get that. Here we go. Cornstarch. Come here, you starch. So, a tablespoon of cornstarch, which is actually a half tablespoon because we're doing a half batch. Two tablespoons of water. There's a half tablespoon of cornstarch. There we go. And I was smart. I in advance, I got myself a little pitcher of water. stir that up. Make sure it's nice and good. So we're going to want a whole tablespoon of water. Form a paste. Put that over there. This is whisk. I mean, I don't know. Kind of hard to whisk this small thing together. Form a paste. It's not very pasty. Make some oobleck right here. Cooking with oobleck. Y'all ever make oobleck in like elementary school? You just go there and you mix cornstarch and water, and it's this wonderful non-Newtonian fluid where if you hit it, if you impact it, it solidifies. But if you don't, it liquefies. It just oozes all over. Y'all ever do that? Science fair? Whisk 1 tablespoon of blah, blah, form a state, add to orange sauce and whisk together. Continue to cook for 5 minutes. Okay. Ooh, we just want to heat this. We don't want to boil it. So I don't think we do. Let's just keep that on low. So that's been 3 minutes, I think. Let's put the cornstarch water mixture in. Mix that all up until the sauce begins to thicken. Might you a stress ball? Yeah. Well, I mean, you can make a stress ball with filling a balloon full of oobleck. That's one way, classic way to home make one. So this is supposed to thicken. Theoretically, it should thicken. Got to cook it for 5 more minutes. Let's put a timer for 5. The timer on this oven, I don't like it. It has, an hour and a minute thing, but it will only display seconds. It'll thicken. I think it will when we cook it. Why is my nose so itchy today? My nose is always itchy, though. I'm looking at all the orange pulp in there. But it'll only display seconds under a minute. Yeah. If it's not the consistency, I can just sprinkle a little bit more in there. But it should, when it's cooking, heating it up, should start thickening up. It's like you can't just give your nose a good scratch because you're cooking. You don't want to snot all over your food. Can spell to save your life. I mean, hey, I've been in the game for over a year now. I've had some pretty funky messages to read. I am more than practiced at reading scuffed messages. So don't you worry. Do I want to do potato skins one day? Maybe I want to do like a loaded bake. Do I want to actually bake the potato? How would I do that? Appreciate. No problem. As long as you get like kind of, I want to say 80% spelled right, I think I'm pretty good. 60 at the lowest. If I'm on my game, I can get 60% correct messages. I can get the 40%. I've had it before. I think I had a viewer. I don't think English was their first language. And one of my other viewers was like talking to me one time. He's like, I don't know how you can see this person's messages and immediately glance at them and then know that's what they mean. Sentence association. My brain sentence association. I don't know what that is. I'm sad I don't have enough juice. I wonder if there's a tool that like blend, like you just stick it into an orange and then it blends to the inside. One minute left. Now it starts displaying seconds. It's starting to thicken. I would, of course, when it cools down a bit, word associate. Oh, you recognize the first letter, last letter of the word, and then everything else is like totally messed up, but you can still read it. Yeah, I'm familiar. Still can't believe that one orange doesn't have a half a cup of juice in it. There's so much orange in there. What you looking for? Do. Put on lower heat. It's starting to simmer. We don't want that. Okay. It's like a nice glaze. It's getting there, yeah. It's getting there. Of course, you want it to be thick so it sticks to the chicken. You don't want it all run off and pool on the bottom. Of course, theirs has this lovely orange color. This looks really dark. We'll see how it thickens up. Okay. We'll see how it looks when it's on the chicken. Okay. Let's see. Like I said, limited space. Put that there. Put this here. It is snowing out. Oh, I said snow is letting up, but it accumulated today. March 13th, snow on the ground. Maybe the zest of the orange. That's true. That's true. That's the last part. Zest the orange. This is the right side, right? Yeah. Nice and zesty. There we go. We'll mix that in. It's already got a lot of pulp in there. I don't know if I want to over zest it. I did. I made sure to acquire a zest, a lemon zest here for this purpose. That's not even. I borrowed one for this cooking stream. Not even kidding. Okay. It's time for the chicken. All right. You know what? We're going to set this off to the side here. I'm going to do a quick commercial break and clean up my space here because I really don't want to be frying chicken, deep frying chicken with a dirty, messy area. So I will put up a word from our sponsor, quote unquote sponsor, not actually a sponsor, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Thank you for your patience. We should be transitioning into the final stages. Can y'all see this? I have everything up on one screen. Okay, y'all can see this? Good. Good. So, this I was used to cut the lemons. And now I'm using it to cut the chicken breast. It says 2 chicken breasts, but this is huge. So, we're just doing the one. So what we're doing is we're going to cut this up into bite-sized pieces. Now here's a safe way to cut with a knife. We're going to use the bear claw grip. Learn this from Gordon Ramsay himself. You're going to put your fingers like this, you see? And then when you put your knife up against your knuckle, so that way your fingers curl away from the knife, but they're still guiding it. So I'm going to cut it into strips and then lengthwise and then widthwise. Or widthwise, then lengthwise, who knows. We're going to cut these up into little bite-sized bits. Now, one thing my mother always told me was, when you are handling raw meat, you can handle them, bare-handed, but you want to treat the raw meat like it is poison, because it kind of is. It potentially could be. A lot of bacteria and stuff like to grow on the outside of raw meat. So that's why we cook it, to kill all that nasty stuff off. Let's cut this. Let's trim the fat here. You don't really want the fat in our thing. Itchy. So you don't want to touch other stuff with the meat. So after, like in between sessions, when we finish this up and then we do it again, I will be washing this cutting board very thoroughly before I use it for lemons again. If you get lemon juice on your raw chicken, it's whatever. But if you get raw chicken in your lemon juice, well, now you're drinking potentially contaminated lemonade, because that lemonade ain't getting cooked. Slices there. So you don't want to poison yourself or others. Do this, and this, and this. So yeah, you just want to break them down into bite-sized pieces, however much you want. This is going to be a lot, I think. Now, in a second here, we're going to fry it all up. And they say use a pot. I like to use a shallow pan. Helps speed up the process, especially when you're doing French fries, something that is very thin. You know, use a shallow pan. It's more efficient in your use of time and oil. You just might have to wait a bit between batches, because if you put too much cold meat into the hot oil, it can literally cool it down to the point where it no longer can cook, and now you just have chicken in like gross oil, chicken soaking in oil, and the oil is there to cook it. And here's some oil you've used once. You can use oil multiple times. So put the oil in here. We might want a little bit more oil. So let me grab the canola. Let me wash my hands again. Get the tongs. Da, 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 da. There we go. That should be enough. If you're working like at a restaurant, yeah, you're frying stuff at the end of the day. You want to toss the oil at the end of the day. But if you're working and just frying like one thing up, like I'm going to fry this, move it off to the side, and then use it again for my second batch. And then we'll see if it's too old by that point. The oil is. Okay, let's move that. Let's get this out of my way. Don't touch the contaminated parts. And then we got one bowl. Now, the recipe calls for 3 eggs for a whole one. We are making a half batch, but I'm just going to crack all the eggs right now, just because. I don't want to crack 1.5 eggs. I hope you'll forgive me. I have rinsed these eggs off and washed these eggs off beforehand, just so you know. Because these are farm fresh eggs. I'm not entirely sure when they were laid, but they are eggs fresh from our farm. I need like more paper towel and stuff. I get so much goo on my hands. Juice and egg crud. Oh my god. I just wipe my hands on my apron. Oh my god. I'm wearing an apron now. Okay, these need to be whisked. Pop the eggs. It says in a shallow dish, but whatever. It'll work. Do 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 do. Nice and whisked until all the eggs and the whites and the yolks are all together. We'll tap that off. And then, let's see. Next up, we're going to whisk the eggs in a shallow disc. We're going to place our flour and our cornstarch together. Again, this is for my father. He is, sadly, a gluten-free. So we're going to put a third a cup cornstarch and a third a cup of flour. I'm not going to make the whole thing of cornstarch and flour here. Don't tell me he doesn't have a third cup. Oh, there it is. Okay. I was going to say, we're not going to put the whole thing in here because I want to make it with actual flour. Actual wheat flour. Third a cup. Boom. And then cornstarch. Half a third a cup, otherwise known as a sixth of a cup. We'll tap this off, and then screw that up. It said put a pinch of salt, so let's do that. Grind that in. It didn't tell me about salt in the recipe. Come on, not in the ingredients. We'll just mix that around. Do. Get that nice and mixed around. There. Finger, best mixing utensil in the world. So, we'll do that. And then here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start heating this oil up. It says to 350 degrees, but whatever. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to dip each piece of egg in, or piece of chicken in the egg mixture, and then we're going to dip it in the flour starch mixture, and then we're going to throw it in the pan to die. Do I hold on? Let me see if I have an actual thermometer. I want to see if I can't experiment with that. This just in, we do not have a thermometer. So let's take a bit of like chicken fat. Let's dip it in the egg and then the flour. We'll just drop it in there. And that's one way you can tell if the oil is hot enough, that'll start cooking, and you're not having an actual piece sitting in there. So another thing I've got a bowl with some paper towel in it, and the purpose of that is I'm going to use it to put all of the finished fried chicken in there, and that'll be soaking up all of the excess oil, or at least hopefully it will. All right, well, let's get that centered over the heat, shall we? Putting a wooden spoon. What does a wooden spoon do? Does it start screaming in pain when it's hot enough? Or how do you use that to tell if it's hot enough to fry? Frylian Hylian? If bubbles form around it and float to the top, it's hot enough. Oh, probably because the spoon absorbs moisture from the air. The wood does, because wood is porous. Oh. It's starting. It's starting to fry. Now, one thing you don't want to do is stick your face really close to the fry oil when it's frying, because these things spit. If you get hot oil in your eye, I don't want to know what it'll do to you. Should have started this boiling, heating up while I was preparing the eggs and the starch. That's fine, though. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put those in there. We're going to let those fry. And then we're going to put them in the paper bowl to drain. And when that's all done, we'll throw it all in the orange glaze, which has thickened up nicely. And we'll see. Bro, that orange sauce, that's good stuff. Another semi-dangerous thing you can do is drop a water in there, but you got to make sure it's only a drop. Come on, egg. Come on. Come on, egg. There we go. It's starting to get hot. So, everybody that's here, I got an idea for you. My birthday is in 3 months, so it's far away. And I was wondering, would it be fun for me to make a Kahoot? For those of you who don't know, it's like a quiz thing that you can have anyone around the world play. To make a Kahoot all about trivia about me and the stream. Things that technically, if you've seen every single one of my streams, I have mentioned at least once, somewhere. And then maybe have like a prize for someone who wins. Your birthday's next month? Got any plans? Of course, I could also be in Japan by the time my birthday rolls around. All right, so egg. Let that drain. Flour. Shake it It's frying. You know what? Maybe I should switch hands. Have my left hand be doing this. I think I'll do that. All right. Let's do that. Boom. I can never get it to stick close to the, like really stick like glue onto the stuff. Ooh, sploosh. That's a great idea. A neat idea. Terrible. You don't. Well, I mean, you might as well, right? Like if you're there, you might as well participate. No, on my channel, I need all the participants I can get. I know I have a gift card or a certificate for a year of Nintendo Switch Online, but I'm on a family plan already, so I don't need it. So I might, maybe make that the prize or something. Do a little giveaway. Come on, you dang thing. Get back there. I keep knocking almost knocking the paper towel on the ground. Add them one at a time, nice and slowly. Whoop. Doot to doot to do. It's so slimy. Ugh. I'll be 24. That's a nice round number. Visible by 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 14, and 24. No. Egg first, Carl. Then the powder. Probably don't want to add any more. It's about to overflow, boil over. It's not about to boil over. Quiz show definitely sounds more interesting with prize. Definitely sounds more interesting if I up the ante, doesn't it? Captain's like, I don't know. Like that might be interesting, but there's a prize. Yes, absolutely. I figured that's a prize that pertains to the vast majority of um my viewers. I think my dad senses that this thing's almost done. He's stopped playing, and he's pacing back and forth in the kitchen. There's the. Did you grab it already? The limeade. Okay, good. Show up and proceed to get blown out by the other contestants? All right, well, invite your friends, you know? Trying to think of things that you can't like look up right away. I was thinking like, oh, what's ooh, that might be like a good one. Like, oh, what's Carl's first emote ever? You know, stuff like, oh, what get looking good. It is looking good. How's that look to you? Good. A little on the light side. Julie, thank you. I've gotten oil on my tongs on the handle. That sucks. Thank you, my lovely assistant. Do do do. Looks pretty good from here. All the way in another state or whatever. Other side of the world. That's looking good to me. I think I'll be able to shove the rest of this in the batch. Oh, my fingers are so crusty right now. Deep fried fingies. Because whenever I fry things up, I have a hard time getting the stuff to stick. And I'm wondering if that means like I need to let the egg drip off more. There's too much egg or what? So for those of you who don't know, when I finish this, we go on a little break, for maybe 5-10 minutes while I clean up. Little commercial break, and then we'll come back and we'll make another round of this, and then we'll go on another commercial break, and then we'll do a little mukbang where I eat the stuff, and then we hang out. This? No. I'm letting all of it drip down, and then I'll throw it all in the pot and stir it up, and then put it in a bowl. Oh, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. Ah! I lost the chicken and the egg. Which came first? Let's roll that over. Listen. All these bubbles. I can't see what's going on. Talking about it's coming first. I said I lost my chicken in the egg. I dropped the chicken in the egg. So which came first? The chicken or the egg? Ah. It's a never-ending loop. There is no beginning. Eggs came first. They just hacked into things that weren't chickens yet. But did chicken eggs come first? That's what I need to know. Did the chicken egg come first, or did the chicken proper come first? It is so frothy in here. Holy cow. Ugh. While we're waiting this to fry, if you haven't done so, make sure to follow all my social media on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I post daily TikToks now. Dude, TikTok's so weird. It took like a 10-day-old TikTok and then all of a sudden just decided to show it after showing it to like nobody, shows it to like 9,000 people. Like I'm getting like notifications each day. Okay, 2 people liked your videos, 3 people liked your video, 5 people, 900 people. What? 900? What? I had one that it gave 3,000 views to, and then nothing, and then 3,000 more views. This is starting to scare me. This is starting to scare me. Yeah. That many viewers is suspicious in this area now. Well, it's the algorithm on TikTok. It just takes it like a view is just if they threw it to someone in their feed, right? It's not like YouTube where people have to click on it. Like, I mean, I should think views are pretty much just a metric of how many people TikTok showed it to. All right, I think that's nice and fried. Gluten-free. Breaded fried chicken, Asian style. All right, well, that's moment of truth. Hmm. Gotta get the glaze up and over and around. Scoop to the bottom, bring it to the top. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't use 2 chicken breasts in this scenario. Because those are big, big boys. That's a big portion. Oh my god. Extra glaze. And there you have it, folks. There we go. There we go. All right, Dan, let us know how it feels, how it tastes. How's the glaze? We got an excellent. Good. Okay, so how do you think the pulp? You think the pulp's fine?
Don't notice the pulp, can tell the zest.
Okay.
Nice orange bite of the zest.
Yes. Okay. So we've got a good review of gluten-free. Now, I got to reset everything and make mine. I'm running out of some supplies, so I will need to clean off some stuff. So this will be a long commercial, and I do apologize, but I got to keep you entertained somehow. So I'll be right back again. Cleanup is my favorite part of cooking. We're live. Okay, so welcome back. Mark 2, part 2. Can you grab me my lemons? I forgot the lemons over there. Thank you. Have fun. So I've gotten glowing reviews. So that's good. Lime lemonade's good. Chicken's good. We'll see. Up. The camera's messing up. We'll see how and if it tastes better. I don't think the gluten-free flour will have negatively impacted that much, or maybe positively impacted. I don't think it will have impacted it a lot. It's mostly a thickening agent. It's not like for bread, or it's a coating agent. It's not for bread like where gluten is used as a binding agent for everything. There we go. So, slice that. We are probably going to have to take an intermission before cooking the chicken. Like I said, unfortunately, this is not a big kitchen. I just do not have the space to have everything out. Like this, I'm just going to throw it on the floor and clean it up later, But anyway, reset. For those of you who don't know, I said it a couple times before. If you show up late, halfway through the stream, as long as you show up before the midpoint, I do the recipes twice. I give one to my dad. I give one to me. And if anything's gluten-y that can be made gluten-free, I try it gluten-free at the start, and then gluten-full, gluten-y in the second time. So I will be going through it. I apologize if you're getting the same tutorial twice. But that's what's happening. So yes, if you do not have a juicer like this, you can squeeze it out like this. I like to grasp it, squeeze it between my fingers, and then roll it, or between the balls of my hands, and then roll it like this. I do have a juicer, and these do have ribs on there, specifically for breaking the little pods full of lemon juice in there. So let's squish that. So you want to make sure, one thing you do, grab a side, spin it around, grab another side, spin it around. One thing I like to do is this, kind of rolls it along, and you want to squish all of the pulp into the side of the inside of the peel, so that every little pocket is burst. Ugh. Squish, squish, squoosh. There we go. Put that there. This here. There we go. I swear these things always get clogged up. It's my strainers over there. That's the glory of doing things live and having little to no assistance. Yeah, look at this pan. Like there's so much goo on the bottom. That's nasty. Yeah, I just don't know how to make it all stick and how to avoid that. But at least, so hopefully that stuff won't be coming up and sticking and refrying onto my second batch and ruining it. I'd really hate for that to happen. Now, pulp is great, absolutely great at clogging stuff up. Absolutely great at clogging this crud up. So you might want to scratch out, get your finger in there. Kind of gross. But this is for me, whatever. I wash my hands. So let that stuff drain down. Ugh. Gross. Ah. See, this one's clogging up even earlier. Come on. Don't be shy. Please drain. There we go. Down we go. Squishy, squishy, squish. There we go. One more to go. Squish this down. Oh, yeah. Nice and googie. Of course, the second one, I'm like starting to run out of steam because I haven't had lunch yet. And I just made a apparently excellent, quote unquote, to quote my father, meal. And now I'm sitting here squishing all this. Haven't even started making the second one yet. Oh, so hungry. Holy moly. That's got more juice. It's got more juice to give. Yeah. Don't want to waste the lemon juice. Okay, there we go. The woes of cooking for other people. I'm just sitting here absolutely salivating. You know, I've got the apron, so like it's. I mean, I brought this upon myself at this point. You know. Go. Gosh darn it. There's my paring knife. Starting to get shaky, man. Move it around. There we go. Hopefully not spill lemon juice on my laptop. That would be devastating. I dropped my knife. So let me just rinse that off too. I'm going to need that for slicing the orange. There we go. Okay. So we got all this lemon juice. Is it finely filtered? No. Do I care? No. So we got to get the sugar? No. Well, yes. And the water. So like I said before, I would do a follow a recipe for this. The only problem with that is it says, okay, add this much lemon juice, add this much sugar, add this much water, and then add more to taste. And it's like, okay, well, I'm just adding to taste anyway. I guess it's good to have the guide at the start, but I start conservatively. So this should be sour and strong. So the sourer it is, the more sugar we need to add, and the stronger it is, you need to add more water. Woo! Woo! The hard part is differentiating between strength and sourness. That's too strong and too sour. Need a little more water and a little more sugar. But I think it's approaching good. Of course, I can't really, it's hard to tell. I can't really show you, oh, this is too sour. But, whatever. Okay. So now, on to the extra juice. So, it says, wow, series, it tastes like a strawberry should, dreamberry, perfectly sweet, every time, sunset, like this is like organic or something? I don't know. Supposedly a dreamberry, as opposed to a regular strawberry. So let's take a... That's a strawberry, all right. Let's get sugar out of my way. We'll just take some of these dream berries, whatever that means. We'll take the top off. Throw that in there, that in there. Uh-oh. The sink is dripping. I'll have to turn that off when I get my strainer. That should be good. That should be juicy enough. If it's not enough juice, we can always get more strawberries. All right. So, I don't know what this is, really. It's fancy juicer. Maybe it's a potato masher. It worked really well for the raspberries and blackberries. It's got like a wire thing to mash them up the big time, and then you push it down, and it squishes them up a second time. One thing we like to do is mash up strawberries, mix some sugar in there, and make what we call strawberry goo. Put it on like pancakes or waffles. Good stuff. Goal of this is to crush up all the strawberry cells and get all the juice out. There we go. Absolutely a fancy tool. Yeah. My dad just found one day, like, here, you said you're going to be juicing fruits. Why not try this? I'm like, oh, okay. So I shouldn't need that for the rest of the stream. It's crossed. I think this is enough strawberry goo, as long as I don't drop this. Mix that crud around. Where'd my... Oh, the spoon's in there. I think you just take a spoon, squish it up against the mesh. Yeah! That's good stuff. I gotta get a glass, hold up. Look at that. Look at that. Let's get the big face. Look at that. Doesn't that look absolutely wonderful? Marvelous, even? Mm-mm. Ah, ooh. Just a little bit of tang in there. How I like it. Woo! Woohoo! That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Okay. I'm not gonna do a BRB screen, but it will be a bit. I'll be off screen for a bit. All right. On to orange chicken number 2. I am so unreasonably excited for this. All right, let's bring up the recipe again. Don't want to mess it up. Let's just pin that so it's always on top. It's like warm. It was sitting next to the exhaust fan on my computer. So let's slice this orange in half. Do I want? I don't want any lemon juice in there. Let's rinse that out. Okay, let's juice, baby. Nice and orangey. Is this seedless? These are seedless. Oh, nice. That's good. Apparently, like heating it up or something made it lose the strength of its peel. This thing's splitting all over. I know, like, sometimes I've had orange chicken, like in actual Chinese restaurants, which is kind of funny because it's not a Chinese dish, but whatever. Where they put like whole orange peels in the glaze. I don't like that. Apparently, so I'm told, the pulp was not a problem. Adding the pulp to it was not a problem. You could not notice it. So I will keep it there to encourage as much orange flavor as possible. There we go. Okay, so into the pot we've got half a cup of orange juice. That is a seed? Is that an orange seed or a lemon seed? I don't know. Either way, I don't want it. Measuring cups. There they are. Oh, this one was a little more giving on its juice. You can put some pulp in there. We actually have a half a cup. Look at that. Gross. So I wasn't unrealistic in my expectations. I would not be surprised if I forgot that cutting board was under that pot and then proceeded to try to heat it through the cutting board. Quarter cup of sugar. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Nice and sweet. A tablespoon of rice vinegar. Rice vinegar. Whoop. A tablespoon of soy sauce. An eighth of a tablespoon of ginger. Where'd the ginger go? Hiding from me. Oh, ginger. It's hiding from me in plain sight. It was like right under my nose, so I just saw the top of it. Eighth teaspoon ginger. And then eighth a tablespoon of garlic powder, or 1 garlic clove finely diced. Come on. Again, so you could finely dice the garlic clove. You could do that. But why? Why would you do that when you could use a garlic press? Gotta get all the crud out there from last time. Garlic press, I mean, basically put a clove of garlic in here, and you'll see how it works. It'll squish that garlic out. So you wanna peel all the dry layers of the garlic off. If you can. Usually the last dry layer of garlic doesn't want to come, and that's fine. That just means you gotta squish harder. So put it in here. Put the thing in its little receptacle. Drop it on the floor. Hold up. I gotta go wash this off now. Let's try this again, folks. The way this one's made, if it's opened all the way, it'll push this little bucket where the garlic goes. All right, anyway. So we'll squeeze that until it all spurts out. I want to pick it up, put all that garlic underneath, squish it again. Yeah, nice and hard. Some of it usually sticks to the end, so you want to make sure you scrape it off. Nice little garlic press there. Half teaspoon red chili flakes. That's crushed red pepper. We'll mix all that around. I stirred it so fast, some fell off the side. That's fine. That's fine. That's your supposed to do that. Okay. And then, okay. So then the cornstarch will be added later. So we'll just mix that around. 3 minutes on the clock. And then we'll take our bowl from last time. And we want a half tablespoon of cornstarch and a half tablespoon of water. This is indeed a half tablespoon. Wait. Half tablespoon of cornstarch and a full tablespoon of water. I used a half teaspoon. 3 teaspoons to the tablespoon, so we'll just throw in 2 more. Did I do this last time as well? We're going to have a full tablespoon of water. And then we'll mix this all up. Get that oobleck consistency out of there. Like if you mix like equal parts oil or cornstarch and water, it'll create this non-Newtonian fluid, colloquially known as oobleck. And it has this interesting property of if you squish it, if you impact it, if you have a bowl of oobleck and you punch it, it'll firm up and become a solid and block your punch. But if you were to grab that hard solid ball, pull it out, and then let it sit in your hand, it would slowly ooze out of your hand like a liquid. Pretty cool stuff. Again, it's made out of equal parts cornstarch and water, so it's really easy for like kids to just make and play with in the name of science. Although I'm not even sure that they know exactly what causes it to behave that way. Seeing science like magazines hypothesizing that maybe the individual like cornstarch molecules, when impacted, like the water slips out from between them and the cornstarch molecules grind against each other, friction with like a full of friction, and that stops it. But I don't know. Last time I needed to sprinkle some extra cornstarch in. I'm not sure if that's because I used the teaspoon instead of the tablespoon last time, or what. But yeah, again, I should be fine. While I'm stirring that, forgot to get the actual bread flour out. There it is. Or not, it's not bread flour, it's wheat flour. It's all-purpose wheat flour. Not gluten-free, which is what I used when making my father's batch, because he is also gluten-free. Let's turn that down. Ooh, you're simmering. Starting to thicken. If I add a little bit too much cornstarch, it's not the end of the world. Also, I added less pulp to this one, so we'll see. Stirring, stirring, stirring. 5 minutes of stirring. I'm getting like orange bits all over the cord of my the cord of my headphones here, my headset. So I'd say this is on the lowest heat possible. I did say heat, so I assume that's low heat. It's not starting to thicken up yet. I might. You don't want to go too overboard because it starts gelling. Like you want it to be thick, but if you put too much, it'll start gelling up. You really don't want that. Definitely want. I mean, one thing that that I have learned over the years that I've struggled with is not adding too much, because you can always add more in, but it's very hard to take more out. Because if you want to take more out, you just have to make more by adding more of every other ingredient. And if it's halfway through cooking, well, that ship has sailed. Got 1 more minute on the clock. This is the fun part where you just stir. Have to get all my bowls together. I'm hoping the globs of cornstarch did indeed. I'm gonna go for the guess. I'll put a little bit more cornstarch. It should thicken up as it cools. I don't know. Like I said, I'm no expert. Flying by the seat of my pants here. All right, hush. It's beeping at me. Timer off, timer off, timer off. Oh my god, the timer's done. I know. Calm down, oven. Calm down. All right, well, let's turn the heat off on that. Can remove from the heat. And we can zest that orange. This lemon zester. So you just put the scratchy side up. You just kind of sand down the peel. Gives it a little tang or whatever. All right, that's about all I'll put there. Sometimes it sticks to here. You want to scrape it off. Oh, shoot. Come on, get out of there. Trying to hide in little nooks and crannies. It doesn't want to die. Oh, tough. So hopefully that does indeed start thickening up as it cools. It feels like the same consistency as the other one. And I haven't used the gluten-free, like use a flour yet, so it's not a different recipe. All right, but let's put this on low heat. I might be jumping the gun, but let's do that. I'm going to go grab my other stuff. I'll be right back. Just realized I'm going to have to cut this after I'm done cutting the chicken. Then will I start heating the oil up. Cut this, cut this. Do to do. Chop this into little bite-sized pieces. There we go. This is there. That goes here. Put that there. I gotta wash my hands again. Bowl for that, bowl for that, bowl for that. Ah. Well, I just totally massacred this paper towel here. Did it again. There we go. Okay, and I believe we need a third cup of, a sixth of a cup of cornstarch and a sixth of a cup of flour. Put that in a bowl. And then we put the sixth of the cup of cornstarch in the bowl. There's the second. Come here. There we go. Got a second thing of cornstarch here. Almost had enough. Almost. There we go. And then a pinch of salt. I believe I don't need this anymore. Throw that in the sink there. Hopefully y'all didn't hear that ridiculously loud clatter. Looks so good. What? Which part? This is just a pot of oil. What? I mean, if you want to drink the oil, that's fine, but no, I'm just kidding. We have yet to cook it. Pinch of salt. But yeah, this is I'm sad about this. It's like the grody oil. You know, what's left over last time. So we'll do that. We'll mix this up. Round, around, 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 around. Take that, put this here, put that there, put this around here, grab my tongs. Hello, King Light. King Leon, welcome back. How you been? We're doing a cooking stream today. We're heating up some oil, about to fry up some chicken, and then coat it in some orange glaze, and then we'll be absolutely perfect. And then we'll move on to a little just chatting part where y'all watch me eat. We also made some strawberry lemonade beforehand. Let's see, is this gooing up? Ugh. It's not gooing up. I might have to heat it up again and add some more cornstarch. Oh, you also changed my name. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Match up with your Twitch name. Yeah, it's always confusing when people come into the Discord and then they have a different name, and then I'm like, who are you? Are you following me? Where'd you come from? How have you been, or what you up to right now? I assume you've already eaten lunch. It's very orangey. Come on, oil, heat up. Ugh, there we go. Got a glob in there. When that glob starts cooking, I'll know it's ready. Somebody go by the name of Hero TJ, Captain of the Hero Knights. There you go. Captain instead of King? A demotion? I can see why you go by King. Choose King over the two. Oh yeah, before it was boiling. It was bubbling pretty fierce. We'll see. Got some flour on my apron. Holy cow. It's starting to bubble. It's getting there. It's getting into the neighborhood of hot enough. Friend JSJ Soccer goes by the name Dark TJ, Supreme Ruler of the Shadow Legion. I am Dark TJ, the Supreme Ruler of the Shadow Legion. That's a cool name if there ever was one. All right. It's getting close. I don't think it's hot enough just yet. I want it kind of bubbling more furiously. Not just kind of passively bubbling. Yeah, I might want to add some more. I might have to throw the orange chicken sauce back onto the orange sauce back on the heat after this. Put another drop of egg in there. Come on, egg. Ooh, that's bubbling. Okay. Let's give it a try. Take a smallish piece. Yeah, that's small-ish. We'll dip that in there. We'll throw it in the flour starch. Is that cooking enough for me? Yeah, that's pretty cooking. That's pretty darn cooking. I love it. My phone is the camera that you see, the big camera of the food. It's almost time for the Club 57 to begin. Gonna head out. Hey, stay awesome, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. See ya. Ciao. Thanks for stopping by, King Leon. Always appreciate it. Have fun at, what is it, Club 57? Hope you have a wonderful day. Put half this in. Soak that. Let that drip. Cover that in the flour. There we go. I sure hope this does not boil over. It's gonna get close. Yeah, the extra stuff that fell to the bottom. Uptime. I have been streaming for 2 hours and 39 minutes. I don't have a uptime thing set up. That's right. You can't see that on mobile, can you? You can see it on desktop. It does tell you on desktop how long I've been streaming. So yeah, these cooking streams usually it takes I try to shoot for around 3 to 4 hours. All of my other streams are 3 hours long. All my other scheduled streams. So I found that that's a good number for me at least. Oh shoot. I knew I should have just gotten fresh oil. Starting to boil over. Luckily, this is a range and not or this is a open flame and it's not an electric thing, so it's not falling onto the hot surface and burning. But I'm having a hard time seeing everything too. Ugh. They'll sit there for a bit. So usually it's not this frothy. It's what happens when, I guess, if your breading isn't sticky enough to the actual chicken, it can fall to the bottom and continue to boil and cook. It's like I can't even see where they are. There we go. Well, drop that. Cats will be happy. Nice and frothy, which is not actually what you want. I'm also being a little bit silly, and I'm cooking it in a shallow pan instead of a pot where you're really supposed to do it. But There we go. Cooking that and that. Okay, I'm probably going to have to cook less at a time. Yeah. Yeah. This thing's boiling over. This is going to be a pain to clean up, but whatever. It's always a pain to clean up after these streams. I've got a text. I can't check it. I'm using my phone as a camera. So let that fry. I cannot see a dang thing in there. It's boiling over again. See, this is the thing. If you cook twice, I had this problem when I was making coconut macaroons. I let the like whites, whipped egg whites sit, and they all like unwhipped back into just a liquid, and I couldn't get it back to whip, so I had to just stop and then restart. And I'm glad I did because I made it well the second time. I have breaded fried fingers, and it feels so gross. It's like, stop bubbling so much. Oh my god. You know what? This is probably really stupid. Screw the boiling over. We're going for it. There we go. This is a problem. This is why I shouldn't have said screw it. It is way boiling over. Come on, stop. Hopefully I don't have a grease fire on my hands. I shouldn't. All the gas is up and away from each other. There we go. That's frying. I can rinse my hands off now. All that gross breaded, egged and floured. Oh, oh no. So gross. So let's not light the kitchen on fire, shall we? Good taste. Mmm. Mm-mm. Good. It's like that. And that. And this. That's about it. Well, let's switch this out for that. Let's put a little bit of cornstarch in there. A little bit more to help it thicken up. It's not quite as thick as I want it. It's like, come on, you little cornstarch gloobs. Break up. The lowest heat possible here. Holy moly. This is probably going to turn out great, but in the moment, it's like, what a mess. I just turned the heat off, and a little bit of oil caught fire, and I was like, "Oh, please, don't give me a full-blown grease fire. That is not what I need." Of course, I mean, working in tight quarters like this is not ideal. Absolutely not ideal. Because if something goes wrong, you're kind of screwed. It's like, why aren't you thickening? You should be thickening right now. Oh, I forgot to switch my computer. I've got it on battery survivor mode because I always have it plugged in, so it only. Well, that's just nah. It only goes to half power. Let's do. This as we're stirring that. Do this. All right. There we go. So let's stir that. Like, come on, man. Thicken up, please. It's kind of thick. I feel like I'm overkilling on the cornstarch, though. Because I don't want to, like, mess it up of, like, put too much in, right? So my chicken's getting soggy. Well, I'm just going to have to say screw it. Let's put the chicken in. Moment of truth. It's too runny. It's too runny. Not much else I can do about it. It does appear to be too runny, unfortunately, which is a darn shame, but it still should taste good, even if the consistency is not what I would like it to be. All right, so hold up. We'll do a quick commercial break. Be right back. I'll transition over to the chatting portion. And I'll see y'all on the other side. Where the heck is this? Oh. What the heck? It froze on that frame of all things. Anyway, hold up. Let me fix the let me fix this. Or not. Hold up, hold up. Hello? Okay. Restart. Droid can't. There we go. Okay. All right, who's in the cool kids club? Who lasted all the way to the end? Who's still here and alert? Let's see how it is. It's good. I'm wondering. Mine had less pulp and more juice than my father's. I'm wondering if that's why it didn't gel up as much. Yeah, nice. We got 2 people. So, the moment of truth. Chicken is cooked very well. The breading is soft. I think that's because it's not, I let it sit, and I might need to cook it a little bit longer or at higher heat. Probably at higher heat because, you all saw it. It was overflowing with all that crap in there. So if you're going to replicate this recipe, make sure I'd say use a taller pot or pan. Maybe use pulp, I guess. That's a secret. Use pulp to thicken it up. This stuff's good. Hard to screw up lemonade. So all I do is juice some lemons, then add sugar and water until you like it. And then if you're going to add some more fruit juice, just mash them up, throw them in there. You can kind of see there's a bunch of stuff on the bottom. I feel like if I had added more cornstarch, maybe more pulp, it would have gelled up more, and it would be sticking to it more. It tastes just as good. I think it actually would stand to be more orangey. It tastes comparably to stuff that you might get at an actual Chinese restaurant, which again is kind of funny because it's not actual Chinese food. It's not as crispy, this one. I'm wondering if my dad's was more crispy too. I'm thinking that's because I cooked it on low heat so I could avoid as much spillage as possible. These chicken breasts are huge though. So, is there anything y'all would like to see me make in the future or at all? Anything you'd like to see about these streams or in general? I'm open to ideas. If you don't have them right now, feel free to drop them in the Discord in the cooking channel. 10 out of 10. No. If it was more crispy and if the sauce was more thick, then yes. But I'd say a 7 out of 10. Tastes good. Taste is just fine. Texture, really lacking. Like, the chicken's cooked well, but it's not as crispy as I would like. The breading is not stuck to the chicken as much as I would like. And the sauce is way more runny than I would want. It's hard to see. Like, this piece has some, it's like missing the breading. Still tastes good, though. It's all running to the bottom. That's a problem. Because with my dad's, it coated it nicely. If anyone wants to take a look, and give me a follow, once I get it together in the next couple of days, I'll post something over there. I'll post pictures of it. Ugh. I realized I just said I'll post something over there. I'll post pictures of it over there. Lemonade's pretty darn good. I'd say maybe a little bit more strawberries. I could have thrown like 1 or 2 more strawberries in there to put more juice in there. And maybe a little bit more sugar to cut down on the sourness and tanginess of the lemon, but I like that anyway. So, whatever. Ooh, that's a lot of food. All right, well, I'm not going to drink this up. Sorry. But I think we'll call it there. That was all right. If you guys want to follow along, this will get posted eventually over to my VODs channel, and I'm usually decent at posting the link in the cooking channel of the Discord. But yeah, if you guys were to try this on your own, I would recommend using a pot instead of a pan. So something with nice tall walls to prevent overflow. Make sure you cook it all in one go, instead of 2 batches like I did, because you don't want that crust on the bottom. And then therefore you could be able to cook it at a higher heat to make sure it's all crispy. And I'd say add pulp. I guess add a lot of pulp, a lot of orange pulp to the orange juice, and you might have to add more cornstarch to make it thicken up. I think the pulp helped, cornstarch helped too, but yeah. Well, if no one else has any questions or anything they like me, we only got a couple viewers. I'd say we're not gonna raid. I gotta preoccupy myself with cleaning the kitchen, which is my favorite part of all of this. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming out. If you like what you saw and you're not following, feel free to follow to get notified of when I'm next live. I will next be live 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Monday. I'll be playing some Stardew Valley, the classic. And if you are following and you like to check out my social media and you're on desktop, you can check it out in the description below. But if you're on mobile, you can type ! Whatever the platform is. And if I have one, my bot will give you the link. If you are following and you would like to support me in other ways other than just following and watching, you can do so by subscribing. No problem, Julie. I lost my train of thought. You can do so by just subscribing. It's free if you have Amazon Prime. More info on how to do that in the Discord. Other than that, stay safe out there, folks. Get boosted as soon as you're able to. If you're not boosted, don't leave your house unless you need to. But if you do need to leave your house, make sure you wear a mask. Stay at least 6 feet away from other people at all times. And everybody, wash your hands often. See you tomorrow. Bye.